All right, guys. Well, a couple of days later, we finally got our head back, which I'll show you in a sec. But we've yeah, I've got a tray full of parts ready to throw into this motor now. So I think we pretty much got everything we need to now assemble. So that's what we're going to take you through now, is the top half of this motor rebuild. So the head. So we got that done at Gladstone or CQ engine machining. So I'll put a little link or thing up here so you know. But this is the head. So they swapped all our valve springs for us, gave it an acid wash, machined all the surfaces, so we got it's nice and flat and smooth. So this one, all the valve seats had to be reground. So under these valves here, all the seats were pitted, so they've redone all the valve seats for us. Yeah, gave her all good clean, so she's ready to rock and roll, which is great. That's the biggest part to this whole operation. One thing we've been waiting on the longest. So they did a great job. So yeah, now we're just gotta throw it all together. We'll put our head studs in. We've got a little bit to do before the head goes on, but yeah, we'll throw head studs in. We got the sump here ready to go. Some new covers that I've cleaned up, that we're going to repaint some of this stuff. So it should all be ready to rock and roll. But yeah, stick with us and we'll go through it right now. Alright, so for anyone that hasn't ever done this, so we have our deck nice and clean. We have our head studs that we're gonna, so these are ARP head studs, so they're just the 12mm head stud. So what we're gonna do is just give them a wipe down as we go, and you put them in hand tight. So as you see here, give it a good clean, make sure there's nothing out. We've blown out all our threads. Now you want to put an Allen key to the top, so and all you do is just wind them all down till it bottoms out hand tight. And that's it, that's all it is. So then you just go through the process. There'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them to do. So we'll get them in and then I'll show you the next part of the process. Next step, head gasket. So we just buy El Cheapos off eBay because we've had zero problem with them, and I have mates that have been using these style of OEM heads for years and beaten on their gear and had zero issues. So that's why we still use them. So this one's from Matsumo, and it was about 88 bucks, I think, delivered. So super simple little multi-layered gasket. Yeah, and that's all it is. So whack that fella on just like so. Push down over your guides. Yeah, that's it. Make sure everything lines up. Beautiful. So that's yeah, then your head gasket, and then so next up is the head. So this is our head. So we just had this at CQ engine machining for the last week. So it's got new seats and a fresh face on it. Got all our valve springs swapped over. And yeah, so just gotta gently guide that on there. Just slide down nice and just like that. Wonderful. And that's all it is. Alright, so the next step is so you got your washers and your nuts that go on top of your studs. So all I do, I use this engine assembly lube, just a bit of lube on the seat. Whack a bit on each seat where the washer's going to go. That. So then, yeah, throw your washer on, give it a bit of a spin to get the lube spread around it. Make sure there's nothing on your washers, debris or anything like that. Give them a good clean, same as your nuts. You don't want don't want any rubbish on them. It can damage your thread or anything like that. Alright, so that's washers on. Now whack a bit of lube on the top of the washer for the nut. For the exact same reasons. And then the same process, you just go about winding the nuts on your studs. Down finger tight, and then we'll do the torque setting, torque tensioning, and I'll show you the process of that. Alright, so now we've got all them in, ready to go. We can torque them down. So I like to start one side, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's a spiral, so it evenly spreads the force outwards. They do, like some tell you to go sort of diagonals, but that just confuses me, and this is much easier and simpler. So the first setting, you got your torque wrench. They're a size 14, 12 point, because they're a 12 point nut. So what we're going to do is our first setting, we go up in 3 phases to 135 Newton meters. So what we're going to do is go to 45 Newton meters first. Okay, so 45, start here. Alright, stage 1 done. Stage 2 is 90 Newton meters. Which is right about there. So same process. Alright, and final stage is 135 Newton meters. And this is for the ARP head studs. 135. Alright, final swing.
Good morning everyone. It is another gloriously hot Central Queensland day. Hey, how's your sweat?
Yeah, sweating.
It's getting there?
It is hot, and it has been.
So it's quite yeah, it's a beautiful day. A bit humid. That's just a sample. Not allowed to have a look anymore. For those who are wondering, I know you all are. So there's little grooves on these cams, on the Barra cams, to tell. See these little grooves here, to tell which is exhaust and which one is intake. So there you go. So the one closest to the front, the little notch, that's your exhaust cam.
And unless you're trying to run your motor the opposite way, you put them the other way around.
So Luke done this once, and then we couldn't figure out why it wasn't firing. We were squirting some, what was it, brake cleaner into the intake, and all of a sudden it just backfired and got all over my face.
Bastard, actually, yeah.
Star your bastard.
Yeah.
So I just sprayed flame all over my face. So.
Yeah, that was hilarious. You never get that stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have this beard. I would have been on fire. This shed would have been smelling like singed hair for months.
Yeah.
So I'm over here putting new brake lines in. Well, just these rubber ones. So we're getting rid of that, deleting those ones. And here's one I prepared earlier. Go. So that's in. I've just got to do the other side. Took 5 minutes. And we know that the brake lines aren't going to expand when they get hot. So that's good. It's a good upgrade.
Yeah, it definitely can't hurt.
Yeah.
Can't hurt.
It can if you slip off and crack your
I
knuckles.
will be double checking all of Ryan's work.
Oh,
Brakes are quite important.
You don't need it, mate. Yeah, if you're spinning the rear tyres fast enough, you won't need front brakes, mate.
Brakes, yeah. Fair enough.
So we'll do a little time lapse. I know you like to see me bent over working.
Yeah, it's a rare sighting. The working part, not the bent over part.
Ain't that just a specimen, isn't it?
Oh. And the wheel's not bad either.
Yeah, looks alright, mate, eh?
Yeah, I think it looks better than that beige. Or whatever it was we had on there.
Righto, we made some progress today. So, we have this bumper on. So when Luke hits walls, it won't damage the car too much, which is good. Oh, wonder what happened there. I got the headlight back in. Been working on this here. So this had a bit of a leak, air leak. This is where our throttle body sits on the air intake. So when was it? King of the Strip.
What's that?
King of the Strip, when the I can't get over it. You just suck it in a bit. That was funny. Turn and let it out. Come on. Yep. Yeah, you fat bastard.
That's right.
When was it? Pretty sure it was King of the Strip where we blew the gasket on the throttle body.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of times now we've done that, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Once at
Rockynats, was it?
King of the Strip, and then once at Maryborough T-Welt Burnouts.
Oh, did we do it there?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not like a big deal. It's just painful to have to deal with that crap. But we don't have to anymore.
No, because I've been on it. So what I was doing, so I went around to different engineering places today, and they were like, "Nah, can't do it." All we wanted was just to put it on the sander or something, give it a little touch up, and no one could do it. So what I've been doing is just sitting it on this piece of sandpaper and just rubbing it back and forwards. Well, just rubbing it backwards. And yeah, it's worked. So
Giving it a good rub.
yeah, giving it a good rub. And I did the same with throttle body, just because we had a bit of goop on there. So I've cleaned that up. So that's ready to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much just covers for that motor now. I've just painted this one up, put new seals and sensor in it.
I'd like to show you the mess.
Oh.
What happens when you're pulling apart engines, things just get a bit messy.
You'll be able to see it real well because of the contrast of the black and white.
That's all sprayed up.
Yeah, just a new seal, sensor in, ready to rock and roll.
Just got some high heat paint.
Yeah.
Is that what you're using on the rims as well?
I feel like you didn't get gloss.
It's
Semi-gloss.
semi-gloss. That's all they had, mate. Sorry.
Yeah,
I feel like you should get it next time.
Hot rod,
You should get it next time then.
probably.
Nah,
That's
that's
a bit
just
done right.
Oh. It'll do.
Yeah. Better than that.
Yeah, that looks terrible. Yeah. Yep, way better.
And then the black bar. Oh, I'm very excited about that bumper bar. You have no idea. We got those LED whips that go in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Have you shown the whips?
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, we got those LED whips that'll go on the front because it's a full drive and all that.
Yeah. Plus, it's all about the show. It's not all about the burnouts.
Yeah, coloured tyres, coloured whips. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. You find us back in the shed.
Howdy.
Putting stuff together. So Lukey's smashing this motor out. It's all back together. He's just putting on all the accessories. And then also we have this. This is a new icebox intercooler that we have. So the deal is at the moment we are getting too high temps, intake temps, air intake temps. Because we're not getting any airflow on the pad, because you know we're not going that fast at all. So our intercooler's not working basically at all efficiently. So we've gone through and put this front box on, and then boxed up the back as well. So it's just a big ice box now. So that was 15 kilos of ice we put in there, and it lasted 4 hours and 15 minutes. So obviously it's going to burn through the ice pretty quickly once it gets a bit of hot air through it, but you know it's going to cool things down a bit. So we'll see how we go. We're going to put so maybe a couple of hours before it goes on the pad, fill it up with ice, get it having a nice ice slurry, and then put big chunks of ice in there to make it cold, really cold. Maybe some salt too, you reckon, Lukey?
Yeah, they reckon that makes it colder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it lowers the freezing point of water. It makes it colder.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Cool.
So I'm told. So I'm told. Anyway, but yeah, that's our new addition. Thank you very much to K&S Sheetmetal. They knocked that out for us. So I'm going to put a big K&S Sheetmetal sticker on the front. They've done a fantastic job. So it's got a little under there. You can see a little bung there, little drain hole, and then yeah, look at this lid. Oh, got to do some more cutting out of that grill, but oh, look at this, eh? What an awesome job they've done. So big thank you to K&S who've helped us with a few things on this car now. So that's fantastic. They've been so good for us. But also, we'd also like to thank all the sponsors that have renewed this year, and a new one that's jumped on board. So we do have Wattle Supports. They're back with us for another year. Oh, yeah, we dropped that. We also have Wholesale Paint Group. They've come back on for another year as well. THG Tyres, they've always been with us. So they've been wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Go see those guys. And then, like you said, love you, Tony. And then we've got new ones. A new one. Battery Centre, Gladstone. So they've jumped on board for the year, which is awesome. So they're on Hanson Road in Gladstone. So if you need anything, battery or accessories, or they've even got fridges there, get on down there. They'll do you a good deal. Yeah. Hey? Tell them we sent you. Go and see Ben and Tanya. But yeah, thank you very much to all our sponsors for jumping on again. Yeah, we couldn't do this without you guys. It's fantastic. Oh, last but not least, Chop, Tuned by Chop as well. Almost forgot him. Which this will be going to him in the next week.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible, just to get a tickle on the tune, because new parts. So we need new.
Yeah, just to see what it's doing.
Yeah,
should be alright. Should be pretty close.
Yeah,
but we want a two-step and we want a hard limiter.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do.
That's if this thing behaves itself.
Don't even question it. Stressed enough as it is, okay?
Yep. So there's the updates. Did we have the bumper on last?
I don't think we did.
Well, we got the new bumper on, so that's good.
We're going to use the whips.
Oh yeah, we're going to put the whips on here as well, the coloured whips. So it's coming together. We should have this in the next hour. You reckon?
Yeah, all I've got to do is put the exhaust manifold on.
Ooh.
Alternator and power steering we can't do anything with yet. Rear main and a flywheel.
Oh, mate.
We'll at least sit in there, be good.
Of course. And then I'm just out here doing the most important part here, just sanding back these rims so we can spray paint them. Bit of black. So it's all coming together. It's all last minute, but it's all coming together. So, but it's actually, we've got more time this year than the first year we did. So.
And this is with me like busting my guts for the last 2 months still.
2 months? What have you been doing?
Oh, it's not just the car, mate.
It's
the behind the
ordering
scenes,
things and.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't have no idea what I go through every day.
Give me half an hour, I would have got it done. But anyway.